Hello! Happy Thursday, everybody, and welcome to DMDRPG. Your one-stop shop for tabletop. I'm your DM Duchess, JenOfThieves. These other people are not.
And proud.
Swap
Nowhere
it
near
up
pretty enough.
every time.
Speak for yourself.
Oh no!
What
It's
happened?
fine.
Okay,
He
that
got
weird.
slimed. He got slimed.
What the heck happened to my camera?
You are
Brad took
here
that personal, clearly.
for episode 9 of our Everyday Heroes Ghostbusters campaign. Number 9. You're so close to the end of the world.
I don't want it. It's too close to over. I don't like that.
If this is your first time joining us, we have all other episodes available on our YouTube page. We also have a lot of other stuff. Tons of World of Darkness, Everyday Heroes. We've got, oh gosh, what else? A little D&D. Little D&D. We're not heavy on D&D around here. But I do have 2 of our in-house D&D nerds. Raise your hands.
Hi.
How you doing? Good to see you. Glad you're here.
Another option to hang out with us, we have a Discord channel where we cast all of our games, we vote on games, we talk about games, we also talk about life and all kinds of stuff. Nice little community over there if you'd like to join us. And speaking of community...
Musicals were the topic of the day.
What?
Musicals were the topic of the day.
I still have a song stuck in my head. It's never going anywhere. Speaking of a community, some of us have other things that we do sometimes. Isn't that right, Brad?
Yes.
What do you do sometimes?
I stream on Twitch. I play video games.
Bradley.
Bradley, yes. I don't have any specific video games. I play variety, all over the place. Sometimes tabletop simulator, sometimes Minecraft, sometimes Monster Hunter. It goes all over the board.
What would you play last time?
Last thing I played was Like a Dragon, Yakuza Pirate in Hawaii.
That
Seems like the
seems like a
title.
Mad Lib. Glenn Dizzle also streams sometimes. What do you usually stream, Glenn Dizzle?
I did Pokemon.
The Pokemon. Look how easy that was, Brad.
No one said I had to be
Tell
easy.
Brad how to fly.
He's very Brad at doing announcements, okay?
Mm.
Brad.
I do
Play Pokemon.
I do Pokemon TCG and I do Pokemon shiny hunting.
And then sometimes I'm not here. Sometimes I'm other places, namely McStabber Studios on Fridays, where everything's fine in Kansas City.
It's fine.
So,
Absolutely fine.
If you want to hang out with me, other places, that's where you can find me on Fridays. Or if you just want like a non-stop funnel of World of Darkness straight into your brain, good place to start. Speaking of brains, guys, how's yours working? Is it?
They're broken.
You feeling?
Same as always, just angrier.
Oh,
Yeah.
Still at the mechanic.
Yeah.
They gave me a loaner.
a brain. Perfect. I'm sure it doesn't have too many miles on it. Brad.
The crumbs will dictate.
Yes.
Brad, player of William Chambers. What happened last week?
I yelled at everybody to keep shooting the big one because most of the people just like, well, one in particular, not everybody. Sorry, one in particular kept getting distracted and deciding to shoot the ones that weren't a problem. They were only a nuisance. They
Cool.
did not cause any damage.
Chef, player of Teddy Gonski. What happened?
We got to meet William Chambers' ex-girlfriend, who then proceeded to, 1, try to bribe us to go away, and 2, somehow managed to peak the PKE meter in a really kind of disturbing way, before we also compared a whole bunch of information and did a bunch of sciencey stuff.
Sweet. Glenn Dizzle, player of Jerry Tanner. There we go. Just Jerry.
Just Jerry.
Jerry goddamn
Hey,
Tanner.
Jerry.
It is episode 9.
It's fine. I'm fine.
Give her 2 more weeks, she'll be fine. 2 weeks, she'll be good at it.
Yeah, I was trying to shoot the damn things because they were annoying. Yes, I understood the thing, but they were in front of me, and I didn't want to shoot with more things with, disadvantage. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, we put away the big train ghost.
Big train goes. Choo choo. Pierce, player of Jerry Lee Spencer. What happened?
Speaking of trains, a giant fucking train came out from the beyond the before times, 1883, and crashed into a building, causing problems. Also, my psychic went missing, and we were trying to get all hands on deck, and now I'm getting real mad.
I'm sure it's fine too.
Oh, outside of that, things are pretty fun. We got like a
Everything's great.
day, and then everything's gonna be dead.
Zoe Rome, played by the Lushak. What did they miss
2 days,
anything?
Sorry.
Gonski's net worked. It absolutely worked. Ignore the fact that I got torn in half, and also ignore the fact that I may have accidentally tased myself. We're not talking about that. Yeah.
And the bat.
But
we are.
Gonski's
Bat worked
net
too.
worked.
Oh,
That's the
But-
important
bad
thing.
junk.
Yes.
Oh, we are
That's a
talking
piece
about
of
that.
junk.
No, we're not.
After the authorities cleared up the train scene, carted off the small collection of injured, really not many people got hurt. You can't really tell if that's thanks to you or because the League of Lesser Ghosts didn't really try. But either way, you came away looking like heroes. You head back to HQ. Do you want to debrief about what happened, or do you want to launch straight into small to-do list that you guys sent me?
I'm not certain what needs to be debriefed.
Cool. To-do list it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with just Jerry, because he's not looking at
Yep.
me.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it was coming.
Just
Uh,
got that teacher vibe.
Just Jerry,
Yeah.
and the time before something else goes wrong. What would you like to do?
mhm. Well, first I want to make my phone call and leave that voicemail
Okay.
on the big boss's desk.
So you fish out a business card from your pile of like sign-on information, including your contract and pay schedule and all that. Find a card. Whose name is on the card?
One Winston Zedmore.
No way.
What's
Mhm.
up?
You call. You leave a voicemail. What do you say?
Mr. Zedmore, sir, I am Jerry Tanner down here in Charlotte with franchise number 13. We have a potentially apocalyptic event going on with the Gozer the Gozerian. Please, if you can, send anything to help, anybody to help. This is going to be massive. Just click.
Please, sir. I want some more help.
I want some less. Go, sir.
Okay. And you
And
also
then,
wanted to work on your new toy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You managed to
Yep.
scrounge up the parts to try to get it up and running again. Do you want
I
to
did.
ask anyone for help?
Would they be able to get anything besides advantage?
No.
Okay, then
Well-
I already have advantage from being handy.
Okay.
So I will just go about it on my own, and hopefully they all have something that they need to take care of. So, advantage roll. Yay. 22.
Yes!
Alright.
Yes. You do it. You go out back behind HQ. You find a nice tree that you could maybe sacrifice. It's just slightly off the property line. Your landlord probably won't fuss too much. Hands gripping the wand.
Flip
You
the switch.
switch it on. You press the little red button right beside the trigger. And it glows bright for just a second as a burst of energy shoots out, splintering half the tree into itty-bitty, teeny tiny pieces. And nothing blows up!
Yes! I did it! I did it!
You did it. You are now officially allowed to use the surge pack.
Yay.
You are still limited in the ways in which I have listed you are limited.
Mhm.
And you probably won't have a chance to upgrade before
That's
the end of
fine.
the world. But
Yeah.
you have your shiny new toy
I
that you
would
will
immediately go tell the boss.
definitely need. Go ahead if you guys want to.
In the middle of whatever he's doing, I'll run in, but go ahead until then.
I didn't put it into downtime, so I've got nothing.
Nope, he's just got the news on the background.
Yep.
Boss!
Yes.
I got a third pack going. And it's got a special feature. It can
What kind of special feature?
It can send an extra surge of power.
And that means what exactly?
Catch ghosts quicker.
And you're sure it works?
It did. I tested it on the tree. I didn't blow up Jerry Lee this time.
Okay, couple questions. This time,
He's fine. What's the other question?
I can't tell if he's frozen or not.
I'm. Brad
Hello.
is.
Brad's
There he goes.
Yeah, he's back.
okay, yeah. Discord froze for some reason. I have no idea.
Uh-oh. It's Gozer.
Yep.
All right.
Internet style.
I'll come back to him when things are feeling a little bit more stable. Who else had stuff they wanted to do? Jerry Lee.
Yeah.
You wanted to try to track down where Ava ended up?
Yes.
Specifically by trying to get information from Uber and Lyft, right?
Any sort of customer service.
Okay. You reach out to both Uber and Lyft's customer service, and you get absolutely just the undiluted runaround.
Mhm.
Just form scripts about, how customer privacy is of the utmost importance, blah, 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 etc. You get nowhere. But, and I've already rolled your intelligence for this. You do remember that thanks to the bank heist situation, you do have the card of at least once very grateful CMPD detective who might be able to let you know if anything weird was reported. If you want to give her a call.
Lead's a lead. Let's hope they can be helpful. Because it's fantasy world. All right. They've not been missing for 48 hours, so they can actually look for this person.
Well, ghosts are real now, so. But.
Yeah, right? Oh.
All right, so you do call her.
Yes.
She answers, standard spiel. Blah, blah, blah. How do you introduce yourself?
Oh, good afternoon, officer. This is Jerry Lee Spencer, employee of Ghostbusters franchise 13.
Oh, okay. Hi. Do you need more
Hey.
vests?
Yes, but I'm wondering if there's any way at all I could get a little bit of help. A friend of mine's gone missing, and it's weird. They're not answering their phone. They said people who were nearby said that they saw her get into like a green or blue electric vehicle. I've tried to call Uber and Lyft, and I've gotten nothing. Has anybody reported anything like weird going on? Any other, well, outside of the train and the ghosts and the ghost horses and the ghost robbery and just everything?
Yeah. A lot of weird stuff. All right. Weird stuff involving a blue or green electric vehicle. And you hear her start to type for a while. And it seems like she's about to tell you no before it just goes kind of dead silent on the other side of the line.
Hello?
Yeah, no, I'm still here. This might help. I went back and searched motor vehicle reports from the last 12 hours. About 3 hours ago, there was a report of a blue Prius that crashed into the drive-through menu at a Wendy's. mowed down the intercom. Officers arrived on scene. Driver reported he was chased off the road by a demon bear. The only witness to that was his customer, who allegedly took off running across traffic and disappeared into some trees, chased by the demon bear.
Which Wendy's was this? Could you?
She'll rattle off a address for you.
3 hours ago.
Mm.
Anybody get a physical detail of the passenger, the customer, anything?
Driver said dark hair, yellow dress.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that who you're looking for?
I hope so. Well, there's 2 of them. I don't know if I can deal with that. But thank you so much.
Yeah, sure. Do you need me to put out a bolo or something?
If you could, I would appreciate that. I'm gonna see if I've got any time before the world ends to go look for my friend.
Before what? I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't worry about that. You let me worry about that.
Sure.
Have a good day.
Give me a reason why your friend might be extra vulnerable.
Oh, you said a demon bear was chasing them.
It's what the driver said. I can't put out a bolo for a demon bear, Mr.
Well,
Spencer.
you could for just runs through that full description of her. Like, just look out for this person. I'm gonna be heading to that area and maybe seeing if she's special and she's kind of magic. So I want to make sure she's still around.
Be on the lookout. How old is she?
I've never asked. It seems like a rude thing to do.
Okay, kind of magic, dark hair, yellow dress. Okay.
Yeah.
And should I be worried about this end of the world thing you just dropped out of nowhere?
I mean, if we're good at our jobs, you really don't have to worry about it.
That was a really long pause.
If we're
and it's
not, you
making
don't have to
me
worry
concerned.
about anything.
All right, I'm gonna hang up now.
Thank you.
I'll let you know if I hear anything. She hangs
All
up.
right. Add that number into my phone so I'll know who it is. I don't have to screen it. Oh,
All right, William, did you have other questions for Jerry?
I didn't hear his answers, to be perfectly honest.
That's fair.
That's when Discord froze, and I was just like,
You were explaining what the thing did.
Yeah, I explained the thing is in his question. I remember the first one was again, and then I said, "Well, no, he's fine right now. That was before. You've seen him since. You know he's okay. He's fine."
okay.
What was? I can't remember
The
other
tree.
question. The tree went boom.
What
I
tree
point out
went
the back when I'll point out the back window to the little one. I kind of went exploded.
Like
Look out the
3/4
back.
of its trunk is missing. It's like leaning precariously to one side.
Oh my god.
It wasn't a tall tree. It's not going to hurt anything.
Edges kind of charred.
I'm gonna pick up the phone. I'm gonna look on the computer for tree removal
Okay.
and say freak lightning strike just has damaged the tree outside and it needs to come down.
Easy enough. You can absolutely do that.
Couple days.
Say what?
Is it that I'm expecting a ghost tree since we killed it with,
Just
with the blaster?
Honestly, a freak lightning strike would be the least weird thing anybody would have reported in the last couple days.
Yeah.
On a weird week.
Mhm.
All right.
Yep.
Both
Demon bears at Wendy's.
both William and Jerry, give me a perception roll to see if you catch something from the news.
Oh wow! I rolled good.
Hell yeah.
That's fine. Just get them all out early, Jerry.
Shh.
I don't
I got to make up for last week somehow.
I don't usually backload these episodes
yeah.
with violence.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of tune in to the news when the reporter starts to talk about local scientists having reported a series of mini quakes in the last 24 hours. Seismic activity not strong enough for most normal people to register, but enough for the machinery to pick them up. The source of the vibrations remains a mystery. There is no known or active fault lines at the area, and after some curious activity in the city's water drainage system, which you guys are pretty familiar with, there are concerns about the tunnels below the city perhaps being compromised. Maintenance workers are investigating the cause of these tremors.
God damn it. I was afraid that that's where it would be. It made sense.
And
We're
also,
going back under.
Possibly.
the very, very next story doesn't immediately capture interest because, you know, it doesn't have anything to do with dragons in the sewer. But the reporter talks about how the police are investigating overnight vandalism at the Bank of America Stadium. The Twin Panther statues that are normally seated outside have been damaged. The video shown of the scene makes it look like not just damaged, it wasn't tagged by graffiti. It looks like there was some kind of explosion, only the bottom of the bellies and the claws remain in place on the pedestals.
Yep.
The rest is just a pile of plaster and fiberglass on the ground. Several unexplained power surges in the area during this time shorted out any cameras that may have been able to record this crime. So obviously, if you know anything that might be helpful, please contact your local law enforcement.
Rowdy teens, cancel the prom.
And both of you, since you rolled so well in your perception, I'm going to give you this as well. In the background of the shot of investigators going over the wreckage of these statues, you see someone in a familiar white uniform, country club haircut. You can't tell which of the spook chasers it is because they all kind of look alike.
Yep.
But whichever one this was seems to be wandering around the rubble with something in his hand, something phone-sized, phone-shaped. Investigating, scanning, maybe just taking video. You can't tell from the distance.
Hey, boss, I had a random thought.
Uh-huh.
Do you think they might be tied in with the halls?
It's possible, but right now they are also investigating that as a possible thing, which I don't think the halls would want anybody to investigate.
Unless it was a front to throw off suspicion.
Possibly.
I mean, if they're bankrolling them.
You do recall that Branson Briggs was also hella wealthy. So I probably wouldn't need hall money.
Yeah.
I'll go load up the chart.
Yeah, we should probably go check that out too.
Looking for a nerd.
All right. Zoe, meanwhile, you are... I can't see you. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. You are heading to check out the location that Dr. Valentine texted to you, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I have a map. Why do I have a map, Jen? I don't need a map. It's just a meetup with the conspiracy guy. I don't need a map.
So you can visualize this meetup with the guy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, that map's
Right.
not for you. That map's not for you.
Oh, okay. Why am I the only one on the map?
You're
You're
not.
not.
You're not.
I'm not?
No,
You're
we're at the
not.
bottom.
There's a giant
Oh.
teddy, though.
It's fine.
There's a giant teddy.
We'll get there later. Anyway.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
There is a
Zoom
giant
in away
teddy.
from that.
The location that you are given is at Freedom Park. How long have you lived in the city?
Couple years, enough to know the lay of the land and where things are and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're familiar with Freedom Park, at least in terms of where it is. You follow the coordinates that you are given, and they bring you to a section kind of close to the middle. And as you continue to walk down the path, a fenced off, old-timey train replica comes into view. The closer you get, you happen to spot the wiry, trench coat cloaked figure of this occult friend expert that you somehow managed not to entirely alienate. He's pacing back and forth like some kind of bag or satchel clutched against his chest, eyes flicking everywhere with this wild look on his face.
I will casually not walk directly up to him because I'm sure he'll be like, the whole, don't bring attention to me, even though he's clearly in a trench coat and walking around crazy. But yeah, I will walk into his line of vision so that he sees me and then approach, or if he wants me to follow him, I will follow him.
He's
Yeah. I'll let
incognito.
him
It's a
lead.
trench coat. Come on.
Oh, I know, and it's
He's
adorable. It really is. He needs a mustache.
He seems to like sense you before he sees you, like his face like flicking over in your direction. He looks like shit. His hair has clearly not been washed in days. There are dark, dark circles around his eyes that tell you he hasn't slept in at least that long. And the second he sees you, he grabs you by the shirt and drags you backward to the cover of a single tree.
Mm-hmm. You okay there, bud?
Shh.
Oh, okay.
He like looks over his shoulder, looks over your shoulder, and then leans in.
I did
close.
the usual stuff. No one followed me. We're good.
His head gets closer and closer until his mouth is right by your ear.
Yeah.
And he whispers, "Gozer."
Yeah, we kind of found out about that. Yeah, we know.
He looks so disappointed for a second.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Destroyed his thunder. Yeah.
You
The wind
did
out of
good.
his sails.
You did good though.
No.
Yes, you did.
You don't understand.
did.
Okay, listen.
Okay.
I spent days going over everything I could find on Gozer. And good news. Yeah? Good news. You want some good news? I can give you good news.
I
Ready?
would love some good news.
They've been defeated before. Like
Really?
1883. 1883 was one of those times. Right here. Just miles. Just miles from here. It was one of the times that Gozer was defeated. So if they're trying to create an opportunity to summon Gozer outside of the normal cosmic cycles, then they would have to create 1883 here all over again.
Oh, that would explain the time rifts.
The time
Cool.
rifts. Yeah. The time rifts.
You really need to get some sleep, sweetie.
I'm not tired.
You really.
Listen.
Okay.
UNCC. I'm not supposed to go there. UNCC has a small stash of artifacts from the 1880s. I got locked in there for a couple of days, and I found something.
What'd you find?
It seems to fit, and I can't explain how. It's just I know.
Okay. What do you know, and what did you find?
Hands shaking. He rips open the pack in his front and he pulls out something wrapped in just like a plain cotton cloth. Holding it right in front of your face, he slowly begins to peel back the layers of the cloth until you see, laying in the center of his hand, some kind of jewelry. It has a gold chain that has clearly been broken. It's not nearly long enough to actually wear anymore. With a gold pendant still attached. It's smaller than the gold coins that the sorority girls had. But he's not wrong. It feels similar in a way that is really hard to place.
Okay.
Do you take it
It.
to look at it?
Yeah. I will take it. I will look at it. Yeah.
You turn it over in your hands. The biggest similarity that you find between this pendant and the coins that you've seen before is the twisted rope edge.
Oh.
This time it's
Okay.
not tied, it's just open where the two ends meet. And instead of a snake in a crown on opposing edges, one side has just a spiral. And the other side has, you're not really sure. It's almost like the Starbucks mermaid. It's half fish, arched into a crescent, where the bottom tail is split into two, as though it were real legs. But each had a fin on the end. The top is bare, probably a female, for reasons. And her hair seems to be etched all the way to her waist. It's different because it seems either more old or more used. It didn't come from the same mold the other coins came from. It's grainier, it's grittier, it's rougher. And it's warm.
Like comfortable warm or
Not threateningly warm, like it's been sitting out in the sun.
okay. And as I'm holding it, is it getting warmer or is it staying the same?
Staying the same.
Interesting. So do you have any idea what this is supposed to do?
No idea.
Did it
So-
have any like display card with it, info or anything like that?
No. All I could find about the 1883 incident is that something else came along. Something else came along. Something stopped it. They weren't prepared for it. The world could have ended. We wouldn't be here. 1883. But something happened. And it didn't.
Yep. Because we are here.
Because we are.
We are here.
Unless, of course, there's like a different timeline. Perhaps like the world was in fact destroyed in that one, and we're just in a different one.
No, do not go into that Mandela effect. Do not go into that. That is a rabbit hole you don't want to go into. Okay, we are here.
We're
It is
here.
now.
We're here.
And
It is
we're
now.
here. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for this wonderful gift. And I have a project for you. Okay?
Another one?
What I want you to do, I want you to get out of Charlotte, okay? While I believe that this will help us,
I'm being chased.
you're being chased by what or who?
The devil.
The devil. Okay, what's the devil look like?
A dog.
A dog. Like a normal dog, a big dog, not even a Chihuahua. Look, there's the whole Chihuahua thing you were concerned about.
The longer you hold the necklace, by the way,
Mhm.
Zoe. It doesn't get warmer, but it does seem to tingle just a little. It's a little itchy.
Okay.
All of a sudden, Joel's gaze snaps. Not quite to your face, but just somewhere over your shoulder. The remaining color drains from his face. He turns on a single foot and books it, hauling ass toward like this huge towering blue playground just beyond. Dirt kicking up in his heels, fists pumping. You've never seen this man move so fast in your life.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to start running after him and then look behind me just in case, because wacky crazy things have happened this week, and yeah.
As you spring load your body to launch forward, if you were not running, you probably would start. Because it's not even a full second later before you hear this deep, guttural snarl from behind you. It's somehow like snuffly and dry and wet at the same time. And when you turn to look, there is this huge horned dog beast hurtling toward you. Its flesh damp and glistening in this cloud-studded daylight. Its muscles just rippling as it makes absolute nothing of the distance between, well, first you and it.
Fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck. I'm running as fast as I can. If I can, keeping things between me and it. If honestly, really, I do want to see if it's actually after me or Professor Valentine or hell, maybe this damn pendant. I don't know. I'm just gonna veer off into a different direction from what Valentine's doing, just
Okay.
to see.
Roll me athletics.
Oh god.
You got it. You got it.
I hope I got it. I hope I got it.
9.
You do not got it. It catches up to you
I got
in
it.
absolute no time. You feel like a claw clip the back of your ankle and you are sprawled out on the ground immediately. You get trampled as this thing runs directly over you and past you. You are just an obstacle in its way. And as you look up from the ground, covered in dirt, you watch it gain on Joel in almost no time at all. He's climbing over a slide when it finally catches up with him, grabbing onto him with his teeth, and dragging him, screaming and kicking, into a dense bank of trees.
I will get up and run after him, and if I can, pull out my phone to call Chambers and hope to God he answers.
Okay. By the time you get there to the tree line, there is a lot of broken branches, a lot of signs of struggle, but there are no physical beings present for you to spot. But you can totally pick up your phone. That's fine.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Speed dialing Chambers, and again, just be looking around, trying to maybe I'll see some sort of evidence that he's still alive or anything, and just waiting to hear that wonderful voice of Chambers.
Well, you'll hear it. Just be,
Mhm.
hello.
Huge, massive horned devil dog. Just saw it, and I'm at Freedom Park, being the contact, the conspiracy occult guy. He gave me a pendant, and then he was suddenly chased by this massive, huge, horned devil dog, and I tried to follow him into a patch of woods, and they're not here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We'll be right there, I guess.
yeah, please,
All
because
right.
bring equipment, bring everything, and
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Luckily, he was just packing the car for a different reason, but
And while all of this is going on, Gonski is doing some data compiling,
Mm.
sitting at your computer. What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to figure out, like, there clearly has to be some sort of relationship between Gozer, specifically Gozer the Gozerian, and, you know, the data we've been getting. You know, I've been trying to find some sort of clue that I haven't seen before, some kind of additional data. I feel like I've been missing something in this. And I'm sort of just sitting here poring over it, trying to figure out what am I missing.
Okay. As you just start trying to run different formulas because you have run out of other things to try. You've tried everything with the small bit of actual quantifiable data that you guys have collected. You've collected a lot of data, but in terms of things with numbers and quantities,
Yeah.
that's harder to do when it comes to the paranormal because it's paranormal.
Hmm.
As you're sitting there at the computer, just a normal Ghostbusters ticket pings up. Raises a little alert window, like normal, but this time you can't move it or skip it. The only thing you can do is you can click OK or OK.
decisions.
I think I'll click
Yeah.
OK.
It was a good move.
You sure?
Like I said, I think.
You click OK, the little pop up disappears, and the ticket pops up.
Okay.
Again, totally normal ticket, except there is no text at all in it. The computer makes a weird noise, and as you're watching it, the computer image flickers to this fisheye view before just going black. The lights on the computer go off, and then they come back on, like it's rebooted itself.
Oh, God. What the hell is this? I try Control-Alt-Delete and see if I can find a crash report or something to
Doesn't
figure out what just happened.
seem to do anything. When the computer comes back on, and you know it's back on because your monitors are active,
Mhm.
the screen is almost entirely just black. There's no login, no Windows, no Microsoft, none of that. The only thing you see when it seems to finish booting is a almost entirely transparent pixelated icon of a gray pompadour and a pair of glasses.
Okay. I hover my mouse over it, trying to remember if we have antivirus software,
You do.
and then
William
uh,
Chambers is a responsible business owner.
being
Yes.
fairly sure in his cybersecurity, I click this because paranormal. I've been doing paranormal science. Why the hell shouldn't we do paranormal programming?
As you like start clicking around, seeing if you can initiate anything,
Mhm.
text starts to type itself across the screen in this neon green, like almost classic arcade game font.
Okay.
It says, "Greeting from the great beyond. Franchise 13. It looks as though you are
Holy
attempting to
shit.
run predictive simulations with an incomplete data set. Perhaps I may be of assistance."
Okay. Um. Who are you? I type out.
There's a little bit of a pause. And then it says, Dr. Egon Spengler.
Am I being pranked?
No, I most assuredly am not a prank. I believe in life I was incapable of executing pranks.
Oh, okay.
You
If
type,
you are,
you're making a typing gesture. When you type,
yes.
nothing comes up on screen. It seems to just be replying to your voice.
Okay. Are you saying you're the ghost of Egon Spengler in my computer?
Ghost seems to be an inaccurate term for this particular set of circumstances.
Residual intelligence?
Can intelligence be residual?
Yes.
If it's residual, it implies a repeat of things that have already happened, but intelligence requires spontaneous generation of new ideas. Perhaps I may be of assistance.
I actually believe you now. What assistance do you think you can? Do you think you can be?
There's like an old-timey like processing noise that doesn't come from the computer. It comes from the speakers. Not like that AOL like connecting internet. It's just kind of like a pitter-patter of a computer thinking very hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see more words pop up on the screen. According to basic pattern recognition, it appears as though you may be dealing with an iteration of the cult of Gozer. Research seems to indicate that an attempt was made to open the door for Gozer in this region in 1883 by 7 women who believed total destruction was required to purge the world of patriarchy. A mysterious 8th figure intervened, somehow forcing Gozer back through the portal and sealing it shut.
I'm making notes. I'm making notes of all of this.
If you would like to, William and just Jerry, you definitely hear Gonski talking to himself
Okay, I'm
Then
as you gather your
I'm
things to
sorry,
go.
go ahead, Brad.
yeah, I'm basically just yelling for everybody to come and get in the car. We've got to go.
Jerry just thinks Gonski's being normal.
So, to destroy the patriarch. Who do we have any idea who the 8th figure was?
No, records are incomplete.
But someone with knowledge enough of the Gozerian cult was able to somehow interrupt that summoning before it completed it, and thus saved the world from a Gozer incursion. Correct?
That appears to be correct. Based on all known information regarding Gozer, the Gozerian, I am forced
Do we
to
know the
conclude that, more than likely, this mysterious 8th individual was some sort of being of similar power.
Another being of similar power to Gozer the Gozerian.
Correct.
Do we have a list of entities that we know to be on a similar power level?
You asked that question. And just like, no joke, 45 seconds of a scroll of just all kinds of ancient gods and goddesses, names you've never heard before, things that are not even fully written in Earth alphabets. Just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I believe that may be a complete list.
Is there a way to narrow that down based upon location and time frame?
No, beings of similar power levels are fully capable of transcending both time and space constraints.
If Gozer is capable of similar feats, why must Gozer be summoned?
There's a long pause. Record is incomplete.
Okay. Okay.
If I had to guess, ...
Mm-hmm.
All beings are bound by some sort of laws. Here, we obey physics.
Okay.
I'm not the expert on magic, however, I imagine magic has similar rules to physics. And
One would
creatures,
assume.
even of incredible world-destroying power, must obey these rules.
Okay. Do we know the identities of the 7 women who attempted to summon Gozer the first time?
It literally says, and gives you a list
Can you?
of
Okay.
the 6 Alpha Delta Pi founders, and a 7th name, Rebecca Hall.
Why am I not surprised? Rebecca Hall. Was she by chance the leader of this particular cult?
Records do not reflect a hierarchy regarding this particular organization.
Of course, they're trying to take down the patriarchy, so they stay away from hierarchical structure if possible. Do we have any record of them after the summoning failed?
No record exists.
Okay. So if previous iterations failed, previous iterations of this summoning failed, why would attempting the summoning here again after Gozer has already been defeated in this timeline? Why here? Like, what effect will the time travel aspect of this have on this conflict?
All rituals to summon Gozer must have a single portal point. Based on your data and observation, I would hypothesize that the ritual area is located within this area. Considering they are attempting to replicate the conditions of the previous ritual ... I imagine the location they will be using for today's ritual is more than likely located within this area. And a little
When it says
like
this,
8-bit map of like a section of Charlotte pops up with like a red blinking circle, kind of like a radar.
mm-hmm.
And after a couple of seconds, you recognize it as the area that Zoe has already identified as the most likely place where all of this is focused.
Okay. What other elements are required to summon Gozer the Gozerian other than a willing cult?
Another noise of processing. Like, you've asked a question that it wasn't expecting, so it's got to kind of like circumvent the literal question that you asked to get to what it thinks you're looking for, information-wise.
Mm.
A summoning of Gozer the Gozerian involves your usual harbingers of biblical level destruction. Earthquakes, darkness, and drastic and sudden uptakes in paranormal activity. A repeating motif in several attempts are the appearance of the demigods, Keymaster and Gatekeeper, Zul and Vince Clortho, who typically first appear in the form of a muscular horned, pitbull-like quadruped.
What form does the Keymaster take? Or excuse me, the Gatekeeper. I apologize.
Both individuals appear in this form initially before possessing humans with complementary reproductive organs, as copulation appears to be an important aspect of the summoning ritual. These humans will display unusual behavior, new abilities, and refuse to answer to their own names.
Zul and Vince Clortho.
Correct.
Is there a sacrifice required? A number of lives or a certain quantity of energy?
No. Although, I imagine, if the ritual were to be completely created, there would be untold levels of sacrifice.
Untold levels of sacrifice. Like the roughly 1 million people currently living in the greater Charlotte area?
At a minimum.
Hmm. I'm actually reading through the other questions I asked. Okay. Are there, other than the Gatekeeper and the Keymaster, are there any other normal harbingers or signs of the coming of Gozer?
Unusual seismic and meteorological phenomenon are normally connected to the rituals involved in summoning Gozer.
How long does it take to summon him? Them? It?
The actual summoning takes anywhere between 1 to 3 hours.
Okay. The rituals beforehand probably took a couple of days, I'm guessing.
It depends on the level of preparation.
Assuming they've been preparing for this for the past century. A lot. Okay. Is there a specific site that may or may not be relevant or of greater import, as perhaps the site of the previous summoning?
I have already indicated that location on this map, and it pops up again.
Okay. Is Bank of America Stadium in that?
It is not directly in there. If
Okay.
you kind of refer to the map that Zoe had, the stadium itself is like a block and a half away, like down the street.
Okay. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I've got I'm supposed to ask you. Do you have any advice for someone trying to prevent the summoning of Gozer the Gozerian?
Yes, I require more information.
Please specify.
Are there any complicating factors?
Complicating in what way? As in additional cults? People who are opposing them on a magical level?
Other sources of magic in play?
We have had an uptick of paranormal activity. The Alpha Delta Pi members, 6 of their new initiates were given gold coins, which seemed to be directly linked to summoning of powerful spirits. They were able to manifest in the preceding days. We found what appeared to be a dragon in the sewer.
It was a slore.
A slore.
Correct.
I'm not. Wait, no. I remember now. One of the previous forms of Gozer the Gozerian.
Another harbinger.
Other than darkness, is there another harbinger that has not been experienced?
Earthquakes.
We've had small seismic events reported recently.
Big earthquakes.
Great. Previous iterations of the Ghostbusters were able to defeat Gozer the Gozerian once manifested. Based upon their success, is there any particular strategy that would seem more or less appropriate or more or less successful?
First and foremost, do whatever you can to prevent Gozer from entering this dimension, regardless of the time bubble in which you are forced to operate. Utilize any
Okay.
resources you may have at your disposal. Clear the area of citizens. Beware of structural deficits that may cause crush injuries. Stay calm. Should Gozer be summoned? If they ask if you are a god, you say yes.
Okay.
You will be unable to refrain from choosing the form of your destruction. Try to identify an effigy lacking fangs, claws, tentacles, fire breath, or retractable melee weapons, and be prepared to fight.
Okay.
And if all else fails, ... cross the streams.
I finished taking notes on all of this so I can
As
relay it.
the second you look down to write again, the
Yeah.
computer makes another noise that gets rebooting. And by the time you look back up, is back to normal.
Gonski, we gotta go.
Yeah. I'm coming. Thank you, Egon. I hop in the car. So, y'all ain't gonna believe what I just learned.
That's about
Fill
the
us in as we drive.
Apparently, there's demon bears in town. So
It's not a bear, it's a pit bull.
either way, chase
Every-
off the psychic.
everybody.
Where she is.
Are you going with him, Jerry Lee?
Yeah, because my thing was to go find Gonski and try to intercept him before everything was packed and ready. But everything's packed and ready.
It's all right. Everybody, roll me perception.
There-
High alert.
Woo!
Dang.
You want me to?
All right. Oh,
Hmm.
that's okay.
I'm busy driving. I'm focusing on the road.
Do you want?
I
Do you want me
actually,
to, or just
no, you are still at the park.
okay? Okay.
Still at the park. Just everybody in the car. So Gonski, actually, just Jerry, you're good.
Oh.
Jerry Lee, you're good. Yeah, the three of you. William Chambers, you are not good. The three of you kind of look out the window. The first thing you notice is the sky's getting kind of dark up there. The clouds are rolling in real thick. Every now and then you see like a spark of lightning jump between clouds.
Hey, Gonski, were we expecting rain?
No, but we were expecting darkness.
Okay. turns the siren on.
So I do my best to relay everything that I took notes on to everybody in the car.
Okay.
Yeah. So that thing that Zoe saw, probably either the gatekeeper or the keymaster.
What does it do?
Okay.
I'm just praying that it doesn't go after and try to possess her.
It was the same thing, Chase. Oh, I don't know.
Well, it sounds like something like that is chasing Zoe's friend. Or may have got him. I don't know.
Who's
Yeah.
driving?
Going.
Just Jerry.
Just Jerry? Cool. Roll me vehicles.
Yeah. Sure.
Hell.
Hell yeah.
Before your brain even registers why you're stopping, your foot is slamming on the brake. Everyone in there can hear the sound of the tires squealing on the pavement. And when you finally look up, when you finally get a chance for your brain to register why you just did that, there's a barefoot woman standing in front of your car. Around her neck is a yellow bandana. Her dark hair is sticking up in all directions, like it's decided single-handedly that gravity does not apply. She's wearing a yellow dress, the bottom of which is torn and dirty, and she's just staring. Direct eye contact.
Yep. Is it who I think it is?
Oh yeah.
Superb. Kicking the door open. Ava, what the hell? Are you okay?
Oh, that's it.
She doesn't react like you would think. Her head just slowly pivots towards you, the rest of her body not moving a single inch.
What's going on? Don't do this. I'm the one that does the weird stuff. You just tell me what's happening. What's going on? How are you doing this? How are you flying?
Ask the name.
Give me an insight roll real quick.
20.
Damn, all these good rolls, Pierce.
We're gonna die.
We're still gonna die. We are super dead.
We're gonna figure out in some way this game where we're not supposed to be able to die. We are gonna find the way to
That's
die.
it.
Botch after botch after
It's
botch.
supposed to be a good time.
Episode 9, TPK.
You immediately notice that something is off. There was no sense of recognition or warmth whatsoever in her face. Just this analytical intensity. And maybe a tiny hint of mischief. And her eyes are this weird pale gray. You're pretty sure they weren't that color before? Like,
Nope.
pretty sure.
I'm not the best friend in the world, but you seem different. I feel like you've done something with your hair.
Breath coming as though she's
Oh,
like
you-
been running for miles and miles. Are you the keymaster?
Look back at Gonski. Yes.
That's probably Zool. I poke my head out. Are you Zool?
Her head swivels to regard you, head tilting to the side, like she heard something interesting. I am
We
Zool.
need a trap.
Are you the keymaster?
No. But
She immediately
someone else.
starts, her feet hit the ground and she starts walking off into the trees.
Yep, following.
What is everyone else
Here's-
doing?
Jerry Lee was listening to the stuff I was saying, right?
Yeah. That's why when she said, "Are you the keymaster?"
Okay.
He said yes.
Okay.
Pulls the car over and starts to grab stuff.
What are you grabbing?
Surge pack and probably the trap, unless somebody else that's with us wants it.
Did y'all forget that Zoe is just panicking in the park
Yeah,
with the
but
other
also,
one?
as long as we keep them apart.
Supposedly, that's one of the ways that you can prevent the summoning, but I'm not really sure how possible that is.
Okay. Rest of
Well,
you stay in the car?
I'm going to the park.
Okay.
I'm not abandoning someone I told we're going to be there.
Science nerds got a science. I'm staying in the car.
Stay in the car, stay in the car. You're driving, Jerry.
Following
So
Jerry Lee.
you're getting out of the car.
Yep. Fine. Fuck it. Make me
Okay.
drive myself for the first time in years. I'm sure everything will be fine. But no, go fine. You'll be fine.
Good news. That was the only
Buckle
vehicles
up,
check I had planned.
Buckle
Oh.
up, Gotsky.
There we go.
Buckles up.
Buckle up
Finds other
indeed.
buckles.
It's fine. It's going to take you longer to get there.
You know what? I have 2 of them, and I don't roll in combat. We're gonna. There we
There
go.
you go. It all comes flooding back to you. It's an automatic. It's whatever. It's larger than you're used to, but that's what she said. So I've got
Alright.
Jerry Lee and the Jerrys. I've got the Jerrys
Early Jerry's.
just stomping through the forest. Okay.
Let him go by himself.
I feel like there's a Robin Hood song in here somewhere.
Since Zoe's been quiet, we're gonna flip over to Team Park first, and then we'll circle back to you
Yay.
guys. You arrive at the park. Nothing immediately seems amiss. There's no column of flames or absolute destruction to be seen. Zoe, I imagine you tell them where to find you.
Yeah, and I imagine, is the siren still on?
Probably. I don't know where the
Okay.
switch is.
That's fair.
I know
Turn
help
it
here.
off
That's fair.
during emergency times.
That's a really good point.
Probably as soon as I hear the siren, I go running towards it. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just harried and freaked out, Zoe appears
Bleeding as
alongside
well.
the van.
Big fucking dog with horns. Just where the hell are the Jerrys?
They're chasing the other one.
There are 2.
Well,
This one is
According to-
probably going to be.
according to
Go ahead.
Gonski, they possess people, and the other person possessed is Jerry's friend.
The psychic.
Well, didn't possess me. I got fucking run over by the damn thing.
Yeah. Were you with somebody else?
Yeah, my occult
Was-
friend guy, Professor Valentine.
Guy.
Yeah, that's why.
that
Yeah.
thing.
That's why.
Oh,
don't-
so it's a sexist demon dog. Okay, cool.
No.
That's-
Sex
No,
is
it's
required
the-
for summoning.
Yeah. This one's name is Vince Clortho, and this one's the gatekeeper.
So
Okay.
We got to
we
keep
have a
these
way of
two as
tracking
far
these
apart
damn
as
things?
possible.
Do we have a way of tracking these things?
Well, once they get to somebody, they possess them, and then I don't actually know what happens to the demon dog. I didn't get that part.
What do you mean you didn't get the part? Are you guys getting out of the car?
Oh,
Or I'm
actually,
just gonna
yeah.
talk through the window at you.
I mean, he would have gotten out of the car, so I'm just
Okay.
assume. Sorry.
Okay.
strap
No.
on.
Yeah, I'll be, as we're talking, I'll be suiting up as well, and basically leading them in the direction of where the Vince Clortho went.
As we're walking, I try to catch her up to speed on everything that I learned.
Oh, cool. And I will hold up the wonderful shiny pendant that Valentine provided. Apparently, this okay. I know it's because how weird. This feels like the coins, except it's not. The symbolism's very similar, but not. And apparently, it might help. Valentine is. He never fully explains things. He's just like, oh, it will help. It'll help. It'll help. It's warm, and right before the damn demon dog showed up, it started tingling.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have a. How much you want to bet that coin's there? That's the 8th coin.
Eighth coin.
Yeah, there were 7 people summoning Gozer, and then an 8th entity came in and wrecked the place.
Okay.
Was the eighth entity a bare-breasted, two-tailed mermaid?
Don't know. We don't have a good description. All we know is
Okay.
they're probably on a similar power level with Gozer.
Okay.
So
Good to
yeah,
Can I
know.
we've
see
got
that?
gods fucking over gods. Huh?
Can I see that?
Yeah, I will show
Oh.
him the pennant.
Okay, I'm gonna grab it. I want to see if it
Okay.
tingles. You see-
It's warm. You don't feel any tingling.
hmm. Don't feel anything.
Like I said, it tingled right before the thing ran me over.
See if it tinkles whenever we find your friend.
I will let you know.
Please do.
Yeah, I will take the pennant back.
What does this guy look like?
Disheveled hair, trench coat, kind of wild-eyed looking, a little bit. It just looks like he hasn't slept in a couple days. Apparently, he was locked in the archives of UNCC. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Where was the last place you saw him?
I'm basically taking you guys all the way to
Okay.
to the clump of trees.
When you guys arrive, you obviously see signs of struggle. Signs of struggle everywhere in these trees. You even see like a line of destruction that, if you were to imagine, maybe someone was dragged that way. But it doesn't go very far before it's all gone. The trail, the destruction, gone.
I pull out the PKE to try to see if I can get an idea on a direction.
Much like the physical traces, the thing is popping until you basically reach the edge of the trail that it dragged through the woods. And then it peters off. It's not a hard line, but that is where it starts to go down.
Take it that once the possession is complete, we can't detect them using this. At least not from a distance.
Okay.
I'm following Gonski's path with the pendant to see if it tingles or does anything special.
It does not.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I figured something out. I finally figured out why 1883 kept popping into my head like it was significant. You know what happened?
Yeah. What?
Krakatoa. Knew it had something to do with something.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. That would that would do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Calling Tanner. Spencer's probably Chase's friend.
Yep.
Probably not going to answer the phone.
Yep.
It's a very low speed chase. She is just traipsing through the woods, like crossing
Yeah,
parking
but he's going
lots,
to be
like
completely focused on her.
walking directly into traffic.
So
Yes, sir.
Yo, Zool.
Well,
Oh,
we
my
don't-
friend Zool.
we found Zoe, but all traces of her friend left are nowhere to be found. There's something I want to try, so we want to come to you.
All right. Drops a pin of our location.
All right, start heading there. We'll call you back in a little bit.
Just so
Okay.
you know, we're on the move.
Yep.
All right, perfect.
That way we can test out the amulet theory on at least one of them.
Hey, Jerry Lee, give me an
Yeah.
athletics.
Oh, hell yeah. Would you say this counts as a chase?
Not
You
really.
did say chase. You did say low speed chase.
I have a thing that says I gain advantage on
I-
dexterity acrobatics checks made during a foot chase. I'm just checking.
I will let you use it, even though you could just double time it and get her.
Nah, I gotta do flips
Hey.
and stuff while I do it. People watching.
All right, Daredevil,
Right.
chill out.
21.
Nice.
Franchise 13, we the best. Got his
You-
backflip.
You scurry forward, grabbing her by the back of the dress and pulling her away from a road, just as like a semi plows right past her.
Don't do this, Zool.
She like spins to look you directly in the eye. It is off-putting.
Yeah.
Before smushing her palms into the side of your face and just like kneading your cheeks.
Is Ava or is this Zool being a pervert? Is Ava?
She ducks her head and gives your neck a hell of a sniff.
But we're in the woods, so I don't smell the best right now. You cool?
She bares her
Is it
teeth
cool
at
y'all in
you,
there?
gives you a little shove, and turns and keeps walking.
Ah, damn it.
Into another semi.
Think about how sad baseballs be right now if you walk into in front of a truck. But you ruined this for him. I'm just yelling. That's essentially that.
Are you
and other
gonna follow
things.
her across the street?
Of course. Yes.
It's like 4 lanes of traffic. Okay. Just Jerry, what are you doing?
I'm tailing right behind them. To make sure we keep my location active for Chambers.
All right. Well, both of you give me athletics because 4 lanes of traffic.
Frogger.
17.
Yeah, I guess that's enough. Jerry, you barely avoid getting hit by like a Mini Cooper. It was just insulting more than anything else. You like double time just so it like skims the back of your pants. Everyone is honking. People are rolling their windows down to yell at you. As Ava Zool just casually walks right across, stepping off into another parking lot.
Hold up traffic now. It's like the Ava I know. You get in trouble. This is jaywalking, I think. It's not a made up crime.
It was super jaywalking. Super jaywalking. All right.
Felony jaywalking.
You guys meet up in one whole group. In a parking lot of an Aldi.
Anybody got a quarter?
Why?
Shopping cart. Joke. Bye.
Are you gonna try to put her in a shopping cart?
I mean, that could work.
I don't have any coin on me, sorry.
Jerry Lee, you watch her like reach down into like one of those little islands of grass in the middle of the parking lot, grab a fistful of dirt, just stuff it into her face.
Huh.
She makes nose crinkles and just the grass
Yeah,
back
it's
out
dirt and grass.
before she keeps walking.
You're gonna get tired eventually. You're not a country girl, you're a city girl.
So what are you guys
It's your
doing?
life.
Unlikely. She's kind of possessed.
Yeah, I've kind of picked that up. He shouts
Is
from
this your
across
psychic
the
friend?
parking lot. Yeah.
I'll approach her with the pendant to see A, if she reacts, and B, if the pendant reacts.
She like stops to sniff at you. Gives sort of like a kitty cat hiss. But that's the extent to which she is bothered. But you do feel just the slightest bit of tingling under your palm.
Screw it. I'll touch the pendant to her.
Okay. You go to
Careful.
do that.
Mhm.
And you realize where it was sitting on your palm. It's stuck.
Oh. Okay. I'm still touching her with it. I don't
That's
care.
fine.
I'll deal with the fact it's stuck.
It doesn't
on me
seem
later.
to it doesn't seem to wound her, just vaguely annoy her as she like shrugs away and like sniffs the air, changing the direction she's walking in.
You know, I was expecting at least some sort of hissing and burning and screaming, but apparently I just have it stuck to my hand. And I hold it up for everyone to see.
Hold her for a
you know,
second. I gotta grab something. So I'll run to the van.
You are not cutting my hand off.
What? No. Getting a bat. And then catching back up.
Are you about to do what I think you're about to do?
I never know what you're thinking, so probably not.
Okay, never mind then. You weren't about to
Hey, where you
kneecap your
going?
friend to keep her from
In
going, right?
Zool. What's the deal? I would do no such thing.
I don't
There's a
know.
person and my friend is in there somewhere. Watch out, Mike.
All right, what are you doing?
Mike's being
Like
possessed.
following Zool.
Okay, what's everybody else doing?
I'm still following Jerry Lee.
This. Okay.
How about we stop her? How about we hog tie her? How about we do something
I'll
rather
try
than
to
just
try.
follow?
We'll just grab her. Dig my heels in.
I will assist.
Is that a sassy comment or what you're actually trying to do?
I'm actually trying to do it.
Okay.
I'm trying to hog tie.
Okay.
Possessed Zool.
Then roll athletics or acrobatics.
Like I said, I will aid.
Same for either.
Okay.
Normal. Boop. All 10.
Do you want me to roll
What you got?
separately or
You got.
give him advantage?
You can take advantage. So roll one more time.
All right.
Hey,
22.
there we
Much
go.
better.
There we go.
She easily
Jerry
sidesteps you the first time, but with just Jerry kind of scooching, stopping right in front of her, like the worst shopper at the grocery store.
I'm even carrying a cart.
You bubble.
You manage to like surprise her enough that she stops long enough for you to just wrap your arms around her, like lifting her feet up off the ground. She doesn't fight you. She just
All right.
hangs there like weird, hurried, I've been running for miles breath still happening. Even though it was the slowest foot chase you've ever taken part in.
so out of shape. What are you doing?
And her body is burning up.
Oh, this ain't good.
I think the PKE door.
Gonski, is it like
What'd you
should
say,
her body
Gonski?
be crazy hot?
PKE.
Off the charts. Something weird confirmed.
Yeah. Super Saiyan hair, gray eyes.
Think
Zool.
think the dog's in there. Demon Devil Dog.
Shake. Just shake the dog loose. It begins.
I don't know if that means you succeed or fail.
What exactly are you doing? just
a
like
bear hug back and forth shake.
Okay.
Oh no, suplex.
You you literally watch her feet like dangle side to side like she is some kind of squeaky toy. And this husky of doom.
Yeah.
Y'all Ranger. He's sleeping.
Honestly, dude.
You hear something in her back pop.
Uh-oh.
It does not seem to affect her too badly. As she rears an elbow back, knocking you clean in the temple.
Oh.
You let go of her, and her feet hit the floor. Before you know it, she is bolting.
God damn it.
Did I try to catch her while he's reeling?
Sure.
I don't know if she can hurt me. I'm also giving chase again, too.
Okay.
I'm going to assume with this headbutt, I am not going to get advantage. We just roll normal.
Maybe concussion.
15.
Okay. What, William, Gonski, Zoe, what are y'all doing?
I've got no clue what to do in this situation, so
I'm following in the car.
You're following in the car.
I'm trying to like bring the car up because at the moment that's the only thing that can really catch her.
Did you swap spaces with William?
I thought William got out of the car. Did I misunderstand that?
I can say I got out of the car. That's fine.
If you're driving, I don't care then. Go right ahead.
Zoe, what you doing?
Getting in the car and just examining my hand with the pendant stuck. Is it stuck to it or stuck in it?
You're not really sure. You kind of try to pull up an edge, and it's sort of like if you like super glue your fingers together. But the harder you pull, the more it hurts.
Okay, not pulling. Not pulling. What side is facing up?
The mermaid side.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just examining it, trying to figure out what the heck it is while in the car, just because I clearly don't know how to do exorcisms, as exampled from last time.
Bless your heart.
It's fine.
Bless your whole
Try
heart.
it again. You just weren't properly motivated last time. You got it this time.
All right. You guys barely keep up with her. This barefoot girl in a dress, like Jerry Lee, you know she would never, under her own power, run like that.
Oh.
Ava don't run.
She was out of breath from walking.
You watch her just cut across traffic, make turns that have no logical reason to you. Legs pumping. Team Van can kind of keep an eye on you guys, but how willing are you to break laws to do so?
Is that siren on?
You are
Just
not
saying.
an actual emergency vehicle. I just
Yeah.
need to again make that clear.
I don't know. I think we
Yeah,
are.
but
You've made enough friends that maybe you get away with it, but technically,
this is an
I'm
emergency.
just saying.
This is an emergency, and this is
A
a
vehicle
vehicle.
has a siren and lights. I'm just saying that counts. We're there.
It's kind of hard to argue with that.
Dress for the job you
If
want.
not for this situation, what are those for?
all right. So we're violating
wanna
the
waste
rules of the road. Yes, is that what I'm hearing?
Apparently,
Okay,
Don't hit nobody.
who's driving?
if we're violating the rules, Jerry better get in his car because
I'm in
He's
foot
on.
chase.
He's on foot. Your Jerry's are on foot.
well,
I guess I am then.
I'll drive.
You can afford the
fine.
tickets more than we can, but
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Roll me vehicles.
Oh no!
I have two of those. I'm just gonna use them on driving. Thanks, guys. There, at 8. There we go.
At least it wasn't the same thing twice.
Yeah.
remember, we said violating the traffic rules. It didn't say you had to do it safely.
Can you command the vehicle to drive better?
No, the vehicle is not my ally.
You absolutely
it's
tear
fine.
through. You absolutely tear through McDonald's parking lot, like almost run over like an old lady just trying to get her hash browns.
I'm calling
And-
that lawyer.
Try to turn onto the road you're pretty sure they disappeared onto, and you don't get T-boned because you didn't botch, but you do 100%. The whole front of the vehicle gets clipped. You like spin halfway out. Everybody in the car take 2 damage. And that car comes to a complete halt, half on, half off the road. As
Okay.
Jerry Lee and Jerry are trying their best to keep up with this half-running, half-floating lady. You definitely hear the sound of a car accident somewhere behind you.
Tries not to think about it.
Nope. I hope they're okay. Call them and make sure they're okay.
I'm gonna try to get back onto it because what I'm yelling to Zoe is to make sure you get pictures of her flying. When I try to tell the police, spectral emergency, there's a woman being like blown across traffic.
Okay. Yep. I'm pulling out the video camcorder and recording it. Yep.
Yeah, roll me
Do you
computers.
want to risk a
You
shot?
are
Okay.
you are just trying to pull right back onto the road.
Yep. Right
Evens or
back
odds?
into evens.
Hell yeah, Zoe. Oh,
Yep.
dang.
You pull back onto the road,
Mhm.
and you get maybe a quarter of a mile. Just the sound of metal dragging the whole way
Hmm.
before the temperature gauge starts to creep up.
Oh, coming to a stop then, because
Should I take a shot and see if I can slow her down?
no.
What did my face look like? I was trying really hard to just poker face it, but I can never do that.
Oh. Whew.
Here's an important question. We didn't heal from the train fight, did we?
I'll say, you would have healed. It was enough time for a long
Okay.
rest.
Okay. So that totally makes a
Alright.
difference right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. No, this is like the next day. You're fine.
Okay. Okay.
So,
You're fine.
Jen, I have a question,
Mhm.
and this mechanics question is going to drastically impact how the rest of this crew sees me from now on.
I'm intrigued. Go on.
If how badly does getting zapped with one of these things hurt people?
Like a proton pack?
Yeah.
It'd be pretty bad.
Okay.
In the movie, lower your stream. I don't want my face melted off. That wasn't even talking about hitting him. It was getting too close.
Yeah.
You have seen these things kind of set fires before. It blew away
Yeah,
like
but
a
I also-
wall when someone missed it in the bank.
Yeah.
I also know what happens if this person and the keymaster, or if the gatekeeper and the keymaster come together.
True. You're gonna need to run.
Take the shot.
You're gonna need to run to get closer because you've been in a car while they are still running.
Okay. Am I still inside of the Jerry's?
Barely. You see them like launch themselves off over the side of like a guardrail.
Okay. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to catch her, and I'm gonna try to shoot her.
Okay, roll the athletics. Make it good.
I don't know if I want it
run
to be
with that
good or
pack.
not.
Run with that pack. That's a crit.
Oh,
Gets no better.
You guys have also never seen Gonski book it like this before. He launches himself out of the van, just leaving the door wide fucking open. Nerdy shoes
opposed to
pounding
the front end,
pavement.
which is-
There's like a cacophony of horns as like half a dozen people specifically do not hit him. And somehow, this motherfucker catches up with the Just Jerry's as they are hot on her heels.
I
Here-
claim my heavy pack.
Here are your options.
I got
Gonski,
elbowed
you will
in the
have to stop to try to shoot her. Which means you will not you are unlikely to be able to catch back up to try again. Or you can keep in pursuit.
Okay. Am I gaining on her at all?
You have caught up with the Jerrys.
How far away from the Jerry's is she?
If you stopped, planted her feet, and shot right now,
Yeah.
she is in range.
But if I kept running, is there a chance? Well, no, I already know that's not going to happen.
You got a crit again? You gonna
Crit
crit
again?
again?
I'm gonna stop and take the shot.
Okay. Okay. That is enough to hit. And the Jerrys, both of you see just the back of her dress melt. Skin underneath, bubbling and burned. She is not grappled. It does not trap her.
Damn.
And it doesn't stop her or slow her down. In
I
fact,
see the
she
beam.
seems to like go even faster, like dropping down onto all fours, running like a fucking animal. And she is peeling away from you.
We're gonna cut Teddy a huge look
Uh-huh,
very
got
angry
this,
look.
Archon. Thank you for the raid.
and continue running. Full focus on running.
We're trying to chase Zool. Well, we, not including Gonski. We just tried to set Zool on fire.
I tried to stop Zool. That's what I tried to do.
What was that for? Sorry, Jerry Lee.
Oh, still chasing.
Still chasing? Nice.
I'm gonna re-roll that. I'm
Okay.
gonna re-roll that. Just one of them. Normally. Oh, so much worse.
Aw. Good thing you still get to keep the better of them.
I keep that 13.
That was your chase?
Hell yeah.
All right,
And
Jerry
that-
Lee, you start to fall behind, like the exhaustion from this run getting to you. Jerry,
I got a
you
skill that says otherwise. I think I'm just angry at Gonski.
you
right now.
kind of, sort of keep up Gonski. They kind of leave you in the dust. Not in the dust, but they are
Understand.
definitely pulling ahead since you had to stop the fire.
I get it.
All that running and boot camp pays off.
All right,
Hey, D,
the other
good for
two
you.
still back in the van. What are you guys doing? Are you gonna get out and like leisurely follow? You guys gonna sprint?
I'm looking. What do you want to do? Do you want to? Do we have an idea of where she's going? Like, could she be going to the Bank of America Stadium or something like that?
You guys want to roll me intelligence?
Okay. Oh, no.
Oh, Zoe.
Well,
I
Told you-
expected
I'm-
more
told
from
you
you.
start- Told you
I'm gonna
begin.
re-roll that. I'm gonna use my one advantage and re-roll that.
Can I also roll intelligence?
Yeah.
Please do.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Zoe's still freaked out about the
Come on,
demon
lady.
dog that ate her friend. She's like, it's coming back for me. I have the
Oh,
pendant.
God, I'm not like that. Come on. No, I'm more like, I have a pendant fused to my hand. This is interesting. Okay.
What could go wrong?
Listening for voices.
If you had to guess, William, that one section of the map kind of near the stadium, the whole cluster of land that the halls seem to have scooped up to own, the one that's supposed to be the epicenter of all of this activity, the one that is supposed to be the site of the ritual. Maybe that one.
All right. Well, the car's shot. We're not going to be able to take that. Grab the equipment because I don't want anybody taking that.
Yep.
Lock the doors. And
Nuclear accelerator in the hands of just Joe.
yeah, and head
Uh,
in that direction and calling a tow truck on the way.
Hello,
Yeah.
AAA.
You realize, just pulling it up on, I'm guessing, your GPS on your phone to get you walking directions,
Uh-huh.
you're like less than a mile away. More confirmation that that is probably where she's heading.
Hmm. How far am I not allowed to go to Hall's places?
That whole street is probably legally off limits
Prove
to
it.
all of you.
Hmm.
oh, come on. There's public right of ways. We know we can do it.
There is a street. You can't claim the
Yeah.
street.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm assuming
Yeah.
heading that direction.
Yep.
The
Yep, I'm
Jerry's.
going.
Millions of lives are at stake.
Jerry's, give me one more athletics or acrobatics.
You. Double sixes.
Hell yeah.
Keep it up, Jerry.
Even you, Jerry, she starts to pull away from. Kind of bonus when you don't actually have to touch the ground to run. Let you go a little faster, You see her head into this sort of like intersection. The one on the map. Finally, we're getting there. Car dealership on one side, a whole bunch of shops on the other side. And you almost keep up with her. You see her duck behind a couple of shiny new cars. Excellent financing options, at least today. And then you're not sure where she went. She was definitely right there, and then she wasn't.
I'm guessing all these blocks here are cars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The car dealership has just a parking lot full of cars. There's a building right behind it that is like the office building for the car dealership. And then there's 3 different little banks of shops kind of building out this crossroads of sorts.
Well, if I lost sight, I'll slow down and start to try to track.
Okay. Gonski, are you still running?
Yes, but I am fairly aware that there's no way in hell I'm catching up.
You know the direction they went in.
I'm
So
just-
roll me
Yeah,
athletics
I'm
so I can see timing-wise how quickly you catch up with them. And those of you walking, same.
Damn.
Teddy,
I'm in better
you've
shape
been
than I
doing
thought.
Seriously.
like cardio with Bunsey.
Hey man, rabbit style. I'm telling you right now. Everybody sleeps on it.
Sheer existential panic really helps raise your heart rate.
That too. That too.
Oh, Zoe. William.
Look, that damn thing clipped me in the leg, okay?
Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
Do. Yep,
Jesus.
I'm on the phone.
Yeah.
I think you're on the ground.
Yep.
You
Hang
are
back
on
to
the
the wall.
phone with a tow shop trying to give them the exact location of where you have left your car. You hear in the distance like some sirens. You're pretty sure the cops are on the scene. You've gone too far. You can't see exactly. And as you turn, just crossing the fucking street, you hear a horn right before bam. You are knocked clean on your ass, skidding across pavement as the car that hit you slams on the brakes.
Right.
Couple seconds too late. Take 7 damage.
Yep, already did.
Running over to make
I
sure
knew
he's
what
okay.
that was. I knew what that was.
Right.
Zoe's going slow enough, she saw the whole thing.
Yeah, no, I'm running over
Get it on
to
video?
make sure he's okay.
Oh yeah, it's on
You
video.
were told told to record.
100%.
I mean, it's a good thing that I am sort of, videotaping it for evidence, sort of. I don't know I'm not going to say who's probably at fault because I want to keep my paycheck. Yeah.
The guy driving the car like throws the door open and he's already cussing. Like screaming and yelling, calling you all kinds of names.
All right,
Please say he hit it with the door.
I'm getting up.
I'm helping you up, yeah.
What are you doing in the middle of the road?
I throw my business card at him. Send me the bill and just and hobble down the street.
Okay.
I'm rich. I ain't got time for this shit.
Shit, car out of
People for
here.
this. Go.
This is next time. Ugh.
All right. So the Jerrys are together. Gonski, you will get there in a couple minutes. The other two, we'll call it like 10 minutes to catch up.
Oh, I can't believe he shot her. Ooh. Well, if this is over, he better hope the world fucking ends. Oh, Zool. Ava. I'm the keymaster. Or I'm a god, whichever one you want. Right here. Looking under cars.
Seems pretty quiet.
Look in the trees. Here's
Seems
floating.
really, really quiet.
I'm gonna
Perception.
check the shop center over this way.
Which shopping center?
The north one above the lot.
Okay. Directly north of the car lot, there's like a 3-store block of shops. One's called Old Time Toys. One's called 9 and 40 Hardware. And then the one on the right is Just Wigs.
You know, when I first saw this map, I thought it was just wings. I got excited.
Oh.
I'll check the toy shop first.
Okay, what are you looking for? You're just looking for Ava?
I'm mainly looking for Ava. Any kind of signs of forced entry or disruptions on the way through.
Okay. Jerry Lee, what are you doing while he's poking the toy store?
In the car lot, looking, yelling,
Okay.
checking on the cars and such. Where's my ring? Oop.
You open the door of the toy shop, Jerry, and there is no one immediately inside, but the door is unlocked. There's like the quiet sound of like old-timey kind of like phonograph style music playing just very quietly over the speakers. There's stuff on the shelves. Like it seems like the store should be open, but there's nobody in sight.
Ava. Zoo. Hello. Keymaster's right outside. And I keep like randomly poking like that
Okay.
as I walk through looking, see if there's anything.
Okay. You pace the few aisles. It's not a big shop, but you pace the aisles in this little store and you come up empty-handed. And when I say empty-handed, I mean there's not even an employee that you find.
I'm just gonna walk my way down to the next store.
Okay. Jerry Lee, you kind of like crawl your way, looking left and right, under cars, in back seats. You don't see her.
Oh, I sure like to summon Gozer right about now. Oh, that can't get enough of that wonderful Gozerian. Sure would love to master some keys.
Roll me persuasion
Joel.
for funsies. Gonski, that is the advertisement you approach
7.
to. You don't know why,
Just as
but
convincing as I did it.
you don't know why, but she's not biting.
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna come over here and look in the dog groomer.
The dog groomer?
Because if she's running like an animal, maybe she's going to a place that smells like animals.
Okay. The shop center to the direct right has 4 shops in it. Doors all facing in different directions. There's the Dog Days Grooming that you are poking your head into now, right next to the Harlow Boutique, a U-Pack we ship, and then on the other side, a Jump House Rentals. You pop open the door thinking, I don't know, maybe Zool wants to be groomed? You know, for her hot date with a keymaster or something. Why not?
Like a big spa.
It's as good a place to start as any.
And again, there's no one inside. It smells like dog shampoo. Like maybe it's been used recently, but there is not a soul in sight.
I sort of like do a quick search looking for anyone floating, any like
Bless you.
excuse me, any anyone on the ceiling, anyone like hiding anywhere, holes in the walls.
You look around, you skim. You look up, you look down. All you find are just racks and racks of dog grooming supplies and puppy cookies and all that kind of stuff. There's no one there. I'm just saying you could maybe bring baseball something. If you wanted.
I will tuck. Is it just dogs or is it all pets?
It's just dogs.
I'm gonna find it. If there's a squeaky toy that I can grab on my way out, I'm gonna throw it in a pants pocket.
Yeah, sure. I'll say there's like a little end cap of like artisan squeaky toys. Like they've partnered with someone else in the city. Like it's all local.
I'll grab
Petty
two.
larceny.
Alarm goes off as you try to leave the store.
Does not?
Oh.
Jerry's?
Jerry, I'm
Nothing around
checking
here.
this next building.
Yeah.
Okay. You are hopping into the hardware store?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jerry Lee, where are you checking next?
Nothing in the cars. We're gonna head over to Enzo's Eatery.
Okay. Both of you approach your doors. Just Jerry, you go to walk straight in like you did last time, but this door is actually locked.
No signs of anything out of the ordinary on the door. No sliming, no forced
No.
entry.
No ectoplasm, no breaking and entering. Roll me perception.
Be back after end of universe.
Very middling.
Yeah. You notice that according to the hours on the sign, they should be open. But there's not a light on inside. There's no signs of spirit activity. There's no breaking, no entering.
Check the next one.
The wigs. Okay. Jerry Lee, you open the door. It smells like spaghetti
Oh damn.
and cake.
Ooh.
And there is not a soul in sight. Half of the chairs are still like flipped up onto tables. Like whoever was in there didn't quite get a chance to finish opening. The quiet
Ugh.
sound of like Olive Garden style music.
All this is weird. All this is weird.
And that's about the time that limping William and pendant girl Zoe make it up the road.
Is it still a pendant if it's fused?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once over through the eatery.
Okay. You walk through,
Inspectable, as far as I know.
weaving your way through chairs and tables. There's a door to a second section, like probably judging from what you can actually see so far, maybe the kitchen, offices back there. But it's locked.
Knock.
You knock. There is no answer.
Ghostbusters franchise 13. Is there anybody here?
No one answers.
That's strange. There should be somebody. Well, I don't know. It is about to be apocalypse, I guess. Let's check the coffee shop. Who am I talking to?
Yourself. Why not? Coach yourself.
Yeah.
All right. Zoe William, what do you do when you get there?
Try to see what's going on. It's like I just got here, so
Okay. Roll me
No.
perception.
Yeah.
I'll paint you a picture.
Yeah.
nope.
Jesus.
I'm still hurt.
You did just get
You're
hit by a
too
car.
hurt.
You get there,
I
you
can't look
cannot
around.
find them. Like, clearly they
Trying
didn't
to
come
block
this
the
way.
pain.
He got Batman Nick.
I'm
You're
just
like-
looking at the sidewalk as I rest against the building because I'm just like, oh.
You're like leaning on me, and I'm trying to walk with you. You know, yeah. I'm I'll see if I can use the palm pendant to like do a hot or cold situation. See if it tingles or anything like that. To walk around trying to figure out
Which
where the
direction are
heck
you going in
Zool
first?
is. I will just walk up the road.
Okay, so take
Just
your
like I would be going.
movement.
Okay.
Your 30 feet.
Okay, hold on. Let me. Okay.
And like right as you get to the end of that right side shopping center, and just you pass the tree, you start to feel just the slightest, tiniest itchy, tingly burn in the middle of your palm. Jerry, you pop into Just Wigs.
Mhm.
You open the door. It's a little terrifying. There are just walls and walls of faceless heads with wigs on it, and nobody else.
When I come back out, I'm just gonna shout, "Where is everybody?"
William and Zoe, you are welcome to hear that finally.
Go help them
Uh,
find her. Keep
yeah,
her away from Gonski.
Okay, I will do my best. I will, having heard Tanner, I will yell out, I'm getting a signal over here, and is it more tinkly to the left of me or to the right?
You can't really tell. There's not enough of a difference.
Okay, I will keep walking forward 30 feet then.
Okay, Gonski, what are you doing?
I'm coming over here to check the Harlow Boutique.
Harlow Boutique. You open it up. It is like full of like the weirdest little Bo Peep little house in the prairie clothes you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
Just all pink and ruffles and just racks and racks. It smells like
What's
cotton
the-
candy. Not a soul in sight.
I mean, I would, once I checked, I guess I'd walk out and go try to walk around to like over here.
Okay, to Jump's House Rentals.
Since that's the next one that I could get to, yes.
Okay. You approach Jump House Rentals, and the glass door on the front seems to have been covered over, not with like newspaper, but just blue construction paper of some kind.
Mhm.
The hours have been like scraped off of the door. It seems like maybe it's closed. You reach for
I
the door.
examined the.
It is locked.
Do I see any signs like on the front of the building of anything like broken windows, broken doors, anything along those lines?
No signs of forced entry. You can roll me perception for anything else.
I would like to.
No signs of forced entry.
Nope, not a thing.
Beefing
Clearly not here.
it. Backhand beefing it.
You called it.
Zoe, as you move forward, the tingling in your hand starts to get a little bit more intense. When before you weren't 100% sure you weren't imagining it, you are definitely not imagining it now.
Okay, yeah, I will go in the direction that the tingling seems to intensify.
Okay.
Okay. Is it still down the street or is it?
You keep walking forward and it seems to continue.
Okay.
Jerry Lee, where are you?
He's up at the
Oh,
coffee
Wicked
shop.
Waters coffee shop. You pop
Yep.
in there, something similar. Like half of the tables have chairs on them, half of them have been set down. I was all in sight. It smells like coffee. Like at some point recently, this business was operating.
Mm-hmm. We got any baked goods?
Yeah, there's a little display counter full of muffins and scones and loaf cakes.
Putting a couple things in a bag and getting just a regular size coffee, lid on it.
Okay, just like from like the carafe, the drip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
There's no one around to stop you.
Yeah. Come back outside. Delicious breakfast. Got breakfast treats. Breakfast treats for Ava or Zool. Where are you? Shaking the bag.
Chambers, what are you doing? You just standing there in the middle of the road.
I'm probably now hobbling after Zoe since she's the only thing that can clearly identify where she is.
Okay.
Just holding them ribs.
I'm gonna have you move at half speed.
That's fair.
Zoe, you still feel it, same intensity.
Are there any manhole covers on this road?
There are not.
Okay, so possible she can't be beneath us in the sewers. Okay, yeah, I'm still gonna be essentially playing Marco Polo with this damn pendant and Zool.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
Okay.
I
So
know
is
Zoe.
there, besides poking your heads into a collection of stores, is there any plan here?
Once I'm done checking the U-Pack, I'm gonna start literally checking the trees.
Okay. Okay. William, you're just trying to catch up with Zoe.
Pretty much.
All right. Go ahead and move forward like 6 steps or so. Zoe, you are hot and colding it. Eventually, as you continue to walk forward, about here, the sensation starts to fade. So just a
Okay.
little bit past the turnoff for Hall Toyota,
Uh-huh.
it starts to fade away.
Hmm.
No one takes you up in your
I
delicious offer, Jerry Lee.
Damn it.
I would, but I'm not there.
Well, just in case. I'll keep this coffee to throw in Gonski's face, though.
And I dash that way towards Zoe to meet Babbitt up.
Okay. You head towards Zoe. Williams, you inch your way to meet her somewhere in this static zone.
Mhm.
Jerry Lee, do you just hang out by the coffee shop waiting?
I'm about to say, if I notice Zoe or anybody, I'm going to group back up.
Okay. Yeah, you absolutely see them coming down the street. Like they're in the middle of the street. So you head toward them a little bit.
Can't own the road.
Everybody, as you kind of like join back up towards the center, towards this crossroad, right outside the car dealership, you start to feel a rumble underneath your feet. Everybody roll me a dex save.
Oop.
See if this is the third one for the evening. Nope, but might as well have been.
Might as well. Well, it could have been worse. All you did was fail. Didn't bother.
Right. Oh, God.
That's what I was waiting for. The third botch in a row.
Yes, Gonski?
Oh.
As I was walking towards the center, did I have a chance to check the U-Pack we shipped?
You did. Same.
I would have pulled up. Okay, I would have pulled out the PKE at that point, see if I can get any kind of trail.
You don't seem to pick up a lot of activity inside the U-Pack, but once you step back outside of it, it starts to tick up. Like it's sensing something. And we've got Teddy, you had 8.
Mhm.
All right. Teddy and William, I can tell you right now, that's not going to be enough. William, it's not going to affect you too much because
Okay.
you're further away from the epicenter of this activity.
Laying on the ground.
All of you feel the ground start to shake. And then you feel it start to move. And then you feel it start to separate.
Pants.
As an actual crack appears, splitting open across that T Street and across the entire parking lot full of cars. You hear the creak of metal as cars just get tugged into this ever-increasing chasm.
You think the halls have insurance?
Don't care. This was predicted.
Oh,
Good God.
heavens.
Ow.
Oh,
That was a lot bigger than I was expecting. Okay.
right.
Yeah, I don't like where I am.
Bad luck, everybody else.
Teddy, Jerry, and Zoe, before you can actually get very far, the ground beneath you is no longer there. And you fall easily 25, 30 feet straight into the ground, into darkness. Damage is 20. You take half because you... if you made your save. That is not Teddy. That is not Teddy. But I think it's everyone else.
Ow.
Because William is too far out. He is not going to get caught.
Thank you,
Fill
Car,
up. Fill up.
for hitting me.
I'm right there at the edge. Am I good?
You're good. You're good.
Okay, go.
You made
Can I
your
tip and grab Zoe?
you made your deck save.
Drop my baked goods and lunch?
No.
Damn.
Save the baked goods. Save them.
You're gonna need those later. Carbs are important.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does this count as an attack against my teammates?
No,
Damn.
no, it does
Yes,
not.
you can attack.
Can I
You can
parry
attack
the
gravity
earthquake?
back.
You
Let's try
cannot.
earthquake.
You cannot.
Backhand the earthquake, the earth just shuts back closed.
You cannot attack of opportunity. Earthquake crack. Thank you. But as the earth stops moving, leaving behind this huge gaping portal into darkness, that is where we will wrap up for tonight.
Ooh.
How you guys feeling?
Like,
One
my God.
more.
So mad.
I'm loving it.
So mad.
One
So
more.
like I want to keep playing.
Right.
Well, good news. Same bat time, same bat channel, and then next week.
Yeah.
Oh, we can start off with fresh rolls
And
next time.
that's
And not
it.
fucking screw
Poor
around with
William.
stupid print.
Oh my god.
Yep.
It is my most favorite and perhaps the most essential props we have ever done. Who wants to go first? Anybody? Say nice things about each other?
Woo. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
mine.
Do it. Do it.
Gonski, because I really liked his interaction with Egon, just like out of nowhere. Just, what is this? Are you magic? No, you're a ghost. You're a ghost? Ow, what?
I especially like the
Remnants
part
of intelligence? What?
I especially like the part where it was like, okay, yeah, no, that sounds right.
Yeah, I believe it now.
Now I believe you.
I just realized I haven't been typing and it still responds. So yeah, amazing.
Extreme pedantry about a small word choice. Hey Aegon, how are you?
Zoe.
Him.
Oh gosh. Giving it to just Jerry for the success of the Surge proton pack because I'm thinking we're gonna need that.
Gonna come in clutch.
Yeah.
So often he tried.
Good thing you didn't botch, or else. Oh no, you fell on it.
No.
Oh,
It'll be bad.
Oof.
Mike.
But we got a third pack out of it.
Landizzle.
I gotta go to Mr. William, boss man, because you're having the worst day.
It shows
You've been
up.
hit by a
Get by
car.
Totaled your car.
Half
Yeah.
his team has been
Mhm.
eaten by the earth.
Uh-huh.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Violating restraining orders.
Mm.
Like, I mean, how far down in the earth do you have to be before that restraining order no longer applies?
Right.
Yeah.
He's still
Like,
More
it
than
technically
20 feet.
free.
It can't be an infinite bubble. You get to
It's 300-foot radius, right?
something like that. All right,
Go to the mineral rights.
Chef.
Oh man, I gotta give it to Jerry Lee. Just the sheer stubbornness, and I don't care what else is going on. My friend's in danger. You know, I don't care that I'm having to run through parks and across streets and everything. My friend's in danger. That kind of loyalty is very, very rare in life and in these kind of games. So
My friend is
Yeah.
possessed by a dog.
Yeah. I don't
First it
understand
was a
any of these
devil
words,
bear.
and it's making me mad. Don't care.
My friend is
Get my
possessed
friend
by
I'm
a
back.
sorry.
devil bear. Must keep track. All right,
At
Brad.
Wendy's, of all places.
I'm gonna give it to Zoe for immediately deciding to turn the pendant into an asset after it fused to her. She's just like, oh, holding it out like scanning.
Can't
Instead,
drop it.
I didn't see that coming, to be honest. I was like, actually, all right, clever one. Let's go.
Mhm.
And to
Zoe's
be fair,
brain worked right.
you. She has been the smarty this whole time. Excellent. One more left next week.
Ugh,
Big finale.
fine.
Big finale. You're gonna
Season
save the
2
world.
starting next week.
You'll save the world. It's fine.
We hope.
I've been joined tonight by Brad with no R. Wave, Brad.
hello. Wait, okay, hold on.
Chef as Teddy Gonski. Glenn Dizzle as Jerry Tanner. Pierce as Jerry Lee Spencer. And the Lou Shock as Zoe Rome.
I'm totally waving. Really, I am.
I believe
honestly.
you. I can
I
feel
believe
it. I believe you as much as I believe it when Brad yawns.
Oh, so real.
So real, so accurate. If you want to catch us other places, Brad, Glenn Dizzle, I'll throw those links in there one more time.
Thank you.
Samesies with me. Glenn Dizzle has his own channel. Brad has his own channel. And this is my co-channel, but can also be seen over at McStabber Studios. Tomorrow, be up late. 2 nights in a row. I'm getting too old for this.
Yay.
That's Brad.
Is that a hint at a Lethal Weapon game, Jen?
Oh man, Everyday Heroes. It would be so good though. Everyone's just grizzled veterans. Just an all
I want to be
veteran.
old. Oof, ow, my
Don't call me
bones.
Shirley.
I should have been in retirement.
And that's it. We also have Werewolf game most Sundays, not this upcoming Sunday because it is the most sacred holiday
The Mania.
in the wrestling calendar.
Go watch Paul Heyman do stuff.
So much stuff.
It's be husky and entertaining and emotional.
But a werewolf will be back the week after. We've got one more episode of this, and then starting in May, we have some new stuff coming up, including a old school Hunter the Reckoning. Yeah, Pierce. Pierce, are you gonna be the problem?
Yeah. That's up to you. That's up to you.
Oh no, the pressure. And then we'll also have a vampire
Pressure
game.
to save my soul. It's fine.
So, yeah,
I'm not going to be the problem.
no pressure at all. And
Nope.
a vampire on Saturdays. I don't exactly know when that will be starting, but it'll be in May.
Yeah.
And that's it.
At some point.
Thank you guys for joining us, and just happy Friday Eve. Let's just be done here. Good night.
Turn it off.